We will start off with Om. We will start off with a peace mantra from Talavakara Upanishad. The meaning of this mantra: may the all-pervading energy, Supreme Lord, may He enter into me, and may all my limbs be infused with energy, and may I be blessed with good eyesight, good hearing, may be able to express well, and may all the limbs be strong and healthy. Repeat after me. Om Apyayantu
Om Apyayantu
Mamangani
Mamangani
Vakprana
Vakprana
Chakshushrotram
Chakshushrotram
Athobalam
Athobalam
Indriyani cha sarvani
Indriyani cha sarvani
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Greetings to the world from Melbourne, down south in Australia. It's a lockdown time in Melbourne, and the topic is spiritual health for an illumined mind. The name of a thing is not what appears, is not the real meaning. The inner essence of a thing is the real meaning of an item. For example, a fruit has fallen off from a coconut tree. I have taken the whole coconut. If somebody asks, what is this? I will say coconut. And I bring the coconut home. I peel off the skin out. I throw the skin out. And what is retained? I call it as a coconut. And if somebody says, you threw that one, I say, that is not coconut. This is coconut. I cut the coconut. I take the kernel out, throw the shell out. If somebody says you are throwing the coconut out, I will say that is not the coconut. What is inside the kernel, this is the coconut. The innermost essence of a thing is the real meaning. As long as the skin, as long as the shell are connected with the inner kernel, it is also carries that name. The moment they are disconnected from the inner essence, then it doesn't have that name of a coconut. It is called as different, it carries different names. So is the name Atma. Atma means the body. Atma means mind. Atma means jiva, individual soul. Atma means the supreme indweller. It has different shades. Name opens up, and the soul, jiva, when it leaves the body, then body is not called as Atma. Body is body. And the mind, it's a different name. And as long as the soul is there, it carries the name body. Like Atmahatya, they say for the body. Atmaneva Atmana Tushta for the mind. And as long as the soul is there, they carry the same name. When the soul departs, it has the different names. If I have a most precious thing in my house, what I will do, precious diamond, I would have paid millions of dollars. I won't keep that precious diamond in the drawing room on the table. What I will do, I will take that most precious diamond, I will put it in the locker. I will lock the locker. Maybe I will put the locker in another locker. I will lock it. I will put the security cameras around. When I go out, I will close the door, make sure that door is properly locked. Because the most precious thing has to be kept deep inside. Nobody could see. the most precious thing in our body, our individual soul, also is kept deep within. Like a precious diamond is kept in the locker, and with so many securities, the jiva, individual soul, is kept deep within, and various layers of securities are put around that one. That securities are called as koshas. The outermost security is called as annamaya kosha, annamaya sharira, annamaya kosha, the outermost locker. And within that one, pranamaya kosha, another set of locker within that one. Within that one, manomaya kosha. Within that one, vijnanamaya kosha. Within that one, anndamaya kosha. Within that one, the most precious jiva is kept. It is hidden deep within. The body, it's, I need to have, my senses should be working well. How my senses are working well, it has to be well coordinated by the mind. Mind and body coordination should be there. So, higher than my senses is the mind. Mind and body coordination should be there. Breath is a link between the body and the mind. Breath is a link between the body and the mind. And mind itself cannot decide. Body is an image of the mind. An illumined mind, body is enlivened. If a drowsy mind and it's a depressed mind, body also becomes sluggish. Body is an image of the mind, but mind cannot exist by itself, and it cannot take a decision. It relies on the intellect for guidance. The intellect has to inspire, it has to direct. In the Shastras, scriptures, it has been said the mind is like a wife and husband is the intellect. The mind has to follow the husband for a harmonious living. The intellect is called as a husband. The intellect got to be inspired to lead an inspired life, lofty life. The intellect got to be inspired. It has to be connected to within. It has to be connected within. It has to be illumined by connecting within to the soul. The soul, jiva, thinks. Jiva has to be connected to the permanent. The soul, jiva, thinks. My senses, my mind, my intellect are my permanent connections, and it tries to go out. So, body is pampered, soul is impoverished. Whole life I led, pampered the body, soul is impoverished. Soul thought, my senses are my permanent connection. But when the soul realizes, this is not my permanent connection. My permanent connection is within. Within, the jiva then turns its attention within. Through the intellectual understanding, it makes a connection to the Supreme Indweller. It connects to the Paramatma, what that is called as yoga. Yoga means the soul realizes my permanent companion is Supreme Lord. That is called as yoga. It makes a connection. With that connection, it is called as spirituality. What is spirituality? The soul. It realizes my permanent companion is the Supreme Lord. That is yoga, that is called as spirituality. When that connection is made, that person, my intellect is illumined intellect, mind is enlivened, body is enlivened. That person accomplishes great things in the life. The same message Lord Shri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Indriyani paranyahu indriyebhya param manaha manatastu para buddhi yo buddhe paratastu saha. He says how the security layers are there. Security, the highest is hidden within. It has to make a soul, jiva has to make a connection with the supreme indweller. Then the yoga dawns in that person. Until that connection is made, we may be doing bending and twisting, turning and whatever. I may be going to many yoga schools. Yoga has never come to me. Yoga comes to me when the jiva makes a permanent connection. My permanent connection is the Supreme Lord. That connection. And in this body, we have 4 components. The head part, hands, shoulders part, stomach part, legs part. The head part, it's a thinking part. I need a proper direction in my life. Thinking. My hands, I am able to protect myself. I can work, protect myself. And here, stomach part it's a production. Here, this is thinking and protection, and stomach is production. The energy has to be produced. And legs takes this whole body from various places. It's a carrier. What the Purusha Sukta talks about, Brahmanosya mukamasit, bahu rajanya kritaha, uru tadasya idvaishyaha, padhyam shudro ajayata. The Purusha Sukta says everyone has 4 dimensions. The head part, thinking part, hands, the production, stomach, productivity, legs, service. The service without the Shudra, legs are called as Shudra, service. The Shudra means Shucham Dravati iti Shudra. One who melts down looking at the suffering of others, wants to serve, it is called a Shudra. We are established on the service mentality. Legs are supporting the whole body. Stomach is production. Productivity should be there. Here I should be able to protect. This is thinking. 4 grades. This is the classification, universal classification. It is not only a classification of Indian rishis, it's an universal classification. The service is the foundation, least common denominator to be called as a human. What quality we need is a Shudra. Everyone must be a Shudra. Everyone must have a service mentality. Without having a service mentality, we are not fit to be called as a human. A Brahmana, the thinking, has to have a service mentality. My illumined mind must be directed for the service of the community. My protection for the service of the community. My production for the service of the community. Then only there is a harmonious existence in me. A society exists when all 4 components are balanced. A company flourishes when the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra are in harmony. The R&D department, they look ahead, Brahmana type. And the good administration should be there in the organization. Good production floor. The production should be very good. And the laborers, whoever, service mentality. Everyone must have a service mentality. Then the company flourishes. Then the organization flourishes. Then that the society flourishes. That family flourishes. Country flourishes. The world flourishes. For the flourished word, for a flourishment of the word, these four components should exist in harmony. That four should exist. When we make a connection, new connection to the Supreme Indweller, as maybe I establish a new component, connection, maybe it's more of a thinking type, yes, Brahmana Shudra or Kshatriya Shudra, Vaishya Shudra, whatever type, I make a connection within one type or combination of all. When I make a connection, the spirituality dawns. When that spirituality is dawned, when the spirituality, it is the foundation of world health, world peace. World peace can dawn in only when there is a spirituality is there within. When I am connected within, there is all four dimensions, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra are aligned. They are in harmony. That at the top, my mind, intellect is illumined because of the Brahmana, supported by Kshatriya, supported by Vaishya, and the service mentality is there. When that it's a harmony is there within, the society is in harmony, there is a world peace. World peace can dawn in only when there is a harmony within. When I am connected within, when there is a spiritually I am connected. If I am not connected, what happens? The soul mistakes this permanent connection to the outside and it starts wandering out. Its mind is never stable. It starts moving here and there. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate sanga sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho bijayate. Mind is never at ease, thinking trivial things, silly things. Vishayan pumsaha, and get attached to the trivial things, assumes that is mine, and this greed happens. Thinking trivial things, and when it starts getting fulfilled, it wants more. Greed happens, and if somebody questions, anger comes out, burst of anger. And dhyayato vishayan sangasteshu pajayate sanga sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho bijayate. Then with anger what happens? Krodhat bhavati sanmoha smriti vibhramaha smriti bhramsha buddhinashat vinashyati. With my anger I go and teach in the prisons. In Bangalore, whenever I go, many inmates, they say, fit of an anger, I did something, now I am here. As small mistake, split anger, I did not know what I was doing. With the anger, my thinking gets colluded. My thinking becomes, I don't know what I am thinking. And krodhat bhavati sanmoha. And I lost my memory. What I am doing, I don't know. And smriti bhramshat. The intellect is lost. Thinking has lost. And leading to wrong actions, leading to my own downfall. And what Sri Krishna says, he says, be mindful of this one. Mind is playing the game. You have to connect to the right thing. Ragadvesha viviktaistu vishayan indriyescharan atma vasher videyatma prasadham adhigacchati. Now I understood mind will let me down and not getting attached to the trivial things, and raga dvesha, not hating nor not getting attached to silly things. Viyuktaistu vishayan indriyescharan, my senses, my limbs, my mind, intellect are calm. It's Vishayan Indriyescharan. Atma Vasher Videyatma. My soul has made a contact with the permanent connection with the Supreme Lord. When it has made a permanent connection, prasadham adhigacchati. Prasada, one gets a peace of mind. One is settled. one is settled within, peace of mind, prasadam adhigacchati. When one gets the peace of mind, what happens? Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasyupajayate prasanna chetaso hyashu buddhi paryavatishthati. When one has a peace of mind, calmness within, prasade, no, the sorrows move away. There is no more sorrow in life. Everyone wants to be happy. How to be happy? Yogacharya, Lord Shri Krishna says, make a connection. Connect to the Supreme. Raga is prasade sarvadukha hanirasyupajayate. Prasanna chetaso hyashu. Your chetana, chetas, memory, intellect, with that one, it's illumined. You revel in bliss. Prasanna chetaso hyashu buddhi paryavatishthati. Your intellect is happily married to the mind. Mind and body coordination is good. When the coordination is good, you revel in anndamaya kosha. You revel in bliss. You revel in joy. And you, those who do this one are very few. Very few can get to know what real yoga means. Yoga means there are so many managers. Any organization, if you go, they say, I'm a manager, I'm a manager, I'm a manager, but hardly any leaders. Hardly any leaders. The leader, we are in search of a leader who can inspire the generation. Shri Krishna says there are very few people are interested in this inner connection. Majority of the people, they want to make a connection, outer connection. Yanisha sarvabhutanam tasyam jagarti sanyami yasyam jagarti bhutani sanisha pashyato mune. The yogi, one who has made a connection within, how he or she lives in the society. Everyone is going this side. This person who has made a connection goes in the opposite direction. Everyone is awakened. This person who has made a connection is not at all interested. When people are not at all interested in that one, this yogi is awake. He is awake to that one. He is interested. That yogi, everyone is a minority. The truth is not dependent on how many followers are there. The maybe majority of the people are following doesn't mean there is a truth is there. Truth is always sought by very, very few people. The truth is not judged by how many people are there following. It is not based on the number of followers. That seekers of truth always are in minority. That Shri Krishna says that you have to go within. You are always in minority. It's okay. One, the true leader is the one who has a tranquil mind, and who has a tranquil mind has made a connection within, and inspired from within. Exuberance of energy is there from within. That leader can inspire the generations to come. Not only is an inspiration for the immediate people around, that type of leader can illumine the generations to come. The spirituality, the seekers of spirituality can become a great yogi. The yoga makes an illumined yogi. Illumined yogi can inspire the whole world, and infuse the energy to the whole world. Not only now, generations to come, people will look up to that person who had made a connection for inspiration in life. Yoga, may the yoga dawn in through this connection. The spirituality is the foundation of a healthy mind. if you want, in a coronavirus mental health pandemic is there. Many psychiatrists are talking about which medication and which yoga, which asana. The best medicine, get inspiration, get connected within, make best use of this lockdown and go within to unlock your potential. And with this